I think, if I was the premier of this province, I know exactly what I would do in order to help the downtown Eastside truly shine. The problem is when you're trying to solve big picture problems with a big picture solution, when you're talking about people, I don't know about you, but if you're going to talk about me, don't talk to me in terms of thousands of other people. Talk to me in terms of me. What is it that I want? And until we actually treat people as individuals, empower them as individuals, give them what they need in order to be able to contribute as individuals, we're not going to solve the problems that are going on in that community and in any other community. People have to feel like they are being talked to, supported 1-to-1, not 1 to 10,000.
Let us know if the shoes tent is overloaded. For people who don't know, the street store concept started in South Africa, Cape Town. And essentially what it is a free outdoor pop-up clothing store for people experiencing homelessness. And the goal is to really give people a chance to pick what they want and need at no cost and give them a dignified shopping experience. And I think of it like going to a mall. You go buy a pair of socks and you want to go look for it at the store. They don't come to you and give you the sock. You go find what you want. So we want to replicate that experience for people living in this community.
Can you put some more in there? Yeah, please.
By the 4th Street Store, it hit me that people need ongoing support, not just a one-time donation. That's when I quit my corporate job to start Employed Empower, a charity that supports people with entrepreneurial resources.
Oh no! Got you! You didn't get my good side though!
There you go.
Crap, it's all around us. It's here, it's there, it's everywhere, it's all around us. From human waste to dog waste, it's all over the place.
Our one-of-a-kind service includes neighborhood patrols, daily pickups, emergency pickups, sanitation and disposal of bio-waste.
We're safe, we come in here with hazmat suits, we get rid of it. Physically gone.
Competitors are not doing the jobs properly. Their fees can go up to an astronomical $3,000, and they're only spreading the problem by power washing it and not getting rid of the waste, instead of trapping it for good. Our service leaves the streets squeaky clean. We're talking real fresh and zesty. We keep our prices modest, making it a no-brainer.
Hiring local people.
Why look anywhere else?
Get that crap dealt with. We fill the gap because we give a crap. Choose the Craft Harbor team for your city.
One of the people that really believed in our mission and was the first board member is actually Scott. Scott Shaw is the co-founder of Sutton Realty. He's a mentor and friend and just like a box of endless knowledge, if I could put it that way. So, okay, I'm actually really excited to share this because this just happened.
Yeah.
But so, you know how I told you yesterday that we're going to go to the high school kids today?
Oh, yes, you just did it.
Yeah, we had big white paper and all these students were just learning about entrepreneurship for the first time. Like Elwood brought some props.
Right.
He brought his equipment.
Right.
To show the kids how they remove the poop. And,
yeah. Wow, good. If I were there, the first thing I would ask, how many of you have done a lemonade stand? Because you want to stimulate, you want to, they're talking about entrepreneurship, right?
Very true.
They're talking about making their own life instead of just following a certain path.
Yeah.
So create something from nothing. That's called entrepreneurship.
You know, sometimes when people are trying to learn about employment power, they think, oh, so they make a lot of money? How are they going to make a lot of money? But I think it's also important to expand our social perceptions on what profit is. There is definitely financial value and social value.
Oh, that was dramatic.
It was Roosevelt's wife. She said the way to be prosperous is to make yourself useful. So look for something that needs to be done that isn't being done and try and make a way of being able to do it. At the same time helping out people, because helping out people makes the community stronger, yourself stronger, and it's a win-win all the way around.
One of my biggest hopes is to be able to get bigger, grow, and hire some of these people down here.
Yeah.
I want to give somebody an opportunity, like down here.
Yeah.
The people down here, like, let them
You
do
actually
it.
have to live in it.
Yeah. Let them do it. Let them make some money doing it. Why not?
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know the cigarette part.
What we've noticed is that with the entrepreneurs we work with, there's almost always a social mandate tied behind their business. The desire to help others, the desire to use their business for social good. And sometimes with social profit, you get values not through currency. It's by doing, and I always hear Deirdre tells me, you know what, I yarn bomb, and I yarn bomb healing messages on the fences of Vancouver, things like you are okay, be kind, and the social value that she gets is conversation. Of course, it's important to have a balance of both in some way or the other, because we do want to cultivate sustainability, but ultimately understanding what it is that the entrepreneur wants.
I'm being elevated by you guys. You know, I had my issue with alcohol because you got all this time in downtown Eastside just to wait for your check. So what do you do in the meanwhile? No one wants to hire you. You know, maybe they'll let you go around and do little menial jobs, but then no one wants to hire you. So you just wait from check to check. And then you start using, and you just start using and waiting. So at every step, I got more confidence and more things came because you guys had my back. You made sure I'd fill out the applications. You told me let's meet on Monday and we'll make sure we send the emails. Then you even came out and yarn bombed with me. There's no room for me to fall.
No.
Because you guys have constantly got my back. Who comes out and does yarn bombing with people? Which is actually graffiti, but it's acceptable as graffiti because I'm putting up hearts. So no one's like really tearing down a heart that says be kind. Because where do you start on tearing down be kind? On the B? On the K, on the D, where do you start to tear down be kind, right?
I think it really needs to be talked about more. Coming into the community, just first of all, really understanding that relationships take time to build, meeting people where they're at, and reimagining what support looks like altogether. It's like you want to build a house and you have the tools, but it's the skills that you need. And that is through opportunity.
For me, that's one of the reasons entrepreneurship is so important. And I think one of the reasons I think it's so beautiful is something you already touched on, which is so many things that we're taught, you have to do it the right way. There's a right way to do it. Where entrepreneurship is about taking what you're good at, whatever your gifts are, and using them to make the change you want to see. There's no one right way to do it. There's no, if I don't have this, I can't. And one of the things I love about Employed with Power is you take a holistic look at that person and say, you know, what are your gifts? What are your passions? What is it that you want to use? And so instead of coming at it from a place of I'm going to treat you like you don't have things to give and like I need to give you all of these things, you come at it from a place of, I already know you have strengths, I already know you have gifts, and you may or may not be in the best place to use those gifts right now or deploy those resources, but I will help you create the conditions where you can do that. And I think that's why Employed Empower's approach is so powerful, is because it's about unlocking what's already within someone.
Even specialists in looking for work couldn't find any work for me because of the limited amount of space and limited amount of locations and jobs available for visually disabled people. You should see the look on their faces. At first they said, oh, well, I'm sure we can find something for you. And then they come back after a month and they say, well, unfortunately, no, there isn't anything that we can think of. So I just got tired of that. And not only that, you don't necessarily have to do a 9-to-5 situation. Basically, I was able to find a niche where I was able to do something. But it took years, actually years. So like with anyone with disabilities, barriers, multiple barriers, going through an entrepreneurship program, going through being self-employed, it kind of makes me grow psychologically, spiritually, you might say. And I have a reason of why I'm getting up to go to work, because it's something that's mine. It's not somebody else's. I think it's a much better avenue. It's much more feasible and it's much more productive.
Okay, so next Tuesday, I have in the calendar. Actually, I want to confirm.
Yeah, okay.
I moved to Vancouver, downtown Eastside, to support and help my daughter out and be closer to her. And I felt completely alone. And so I started reaching out and just walking up and down and reaching out. And first place I walked into was Eastside Works. And Austin was just like so welcoming and don't worry, what do you need? And then he introduced me to Employed to Empower after a while. So, I mean, the organizations are great and your sense of community is that help you get.
The ironic part about living in the downtown east side is that there are a lot of struggles, there are a lot of issues here, there are a lot of things to overcome, yet there's a lot of help here, and a lot of people willing to kind of really help out with whatever they can, whatever they have, and so it's really awesome. There's a lot of help here.
Once you start to receive a lot of help, then, you want to give back.
I've heard so many stories of, people like Mark and other folks that I work with that they will go above and beyond to support the people in their community way more than any agency would do. Mm-hmm. People will actually
100%.
Bring them into their homes and give them a shower mm-hmm. and a change of clothes and food. And we can spend millions of dollars in these supports with like social workers and agencies, but we wouldn't do that same thing.
And even seeing the whole perspective of peers. In my world, I think a peer is someone who has lived experiences and multiple different barriers like homelessness or substance use or mental health or physical disabilities. And because they have that lived experience, they're able to have that higher relational empathy.
The term peer has also been used to exploit people with lived experience. It's a way to pay people less than what they're actually deserving. Right? And so I think that we do need to talk about that term and redefine it as actually valuing people's lived experience and knowing that you and I can't do the same work that the peers do because, I don't have that same lived experience and I can support people with, supporting other people, and that's my role in the downtown east side. But it is the community that is resilient, not us. It's the community that's resilient and the peers that are resilient.
The philosophy behind our development program is to really support people through a hand up over a handout, really providing as many resources as we can so they can support themselves and hopefully support their own neighbors. The development course is essentially a basic business fundamentals 101. Throughout the 10-week journey, the outcome should be that you have a business plan, and you learn the tools of market research, elevator pitching, digital literacy, financial modeling. Plus, after they complete the course, they have the option to continue with a mentor on an as-needed basis. On the last week, entrepreneurs get to pitch their business ideas to experts in the community. Personally, that's my favorite week.
Hey, I'm a counselor. I use art, play, and music for healing. Every merch you purchase allows me to provide free services for marginalized communities. What I do is called therapy.
Therapy! Oh, epic. It closes. It closes. Perfect timing.
Hi, I'm Elwood. I work for Crab Trappers. We're the only company that takes care of all fecal matter in a safe and sanitary way.
Our main mission is to provide work for people in the community with barriers like us.
Hi, I'm Georgie Finnock. I'm a yarn bomber. I do crochet and fiber arts, and I do a lot of art for mental health, and I advocate for them. But yeah, I like to heal people. Boy, oh boy, do I want to heal people. Oh boy, heal, help me, help!
Hi, I'm Allie of Back Alley Apothecary. My mom and I created a line of organic plant-based medicine to help heal skin inflammation.
We started this company because we saw a need in our downtown Eastside community for a nice natural skincare product that heals all wounds.
I would love to see the downtown east side shun its label as, of course, postal code in Canada, full of drug addicts and people who don't want to work. And I'd love to see it sort of have a massive breakthrough and really shine and showcase what a vibrant, rich, thoughtful, connected, caring community that it really is. And once we do that, once we accept that, there's a little piece of the downtown east side in all of us, good, bad, and indifferent, we have to accept what's gone on. We have to move past it, and we have to work together.
Do you remember that time I came to you and I thought that I could do it all? At Important Power, I felt like I didn't need any help. It was from the board and just me. Do you remember that time in 2018?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's everyone is like that. Everyone in the beginnings always feel, hey, I need to look after everything. Mm-hmm. And as I'm so glad to see that you're starting to do that, and as I can see, you got all of a sudden a big team happening. Seems to be you got 7, 8, 9 people around it. And that shows you really take that to heart, and you're able to do that to serve more people. Mm-hmm. This is what the community service is all about. If we'll do everything by ourselves, we won't be able to go very far. And if your vision is to be able to serve bigger than just 1 or 2 people, then you need a team. Mm-hmm. And when you need a team, you don't always be able to find the perfect team. And as we always believe that this person just doesn't have enough experience. That person just doesn't have enough this. The best way to train a person to swim is to throw him or her right in the middle of the pool.
Masters is unicorns, but like finding people who really care and have the compassion, because you can't teach that, right? Like finding the heart is the first step, and anything else can be coached or supported with. Also, another lesson that you taught me was like giving people ownership.
It's hard to do all this on your own. You need the support. You guys helped me do the Downtown Eastside grant, which was like $1,000. So, yeah, it's getting easier. So, almost to the point. No, I'm not going to say that out loud. No, what would I be without you guys? No, I need you.
Say it.
Yeah.
As in, like, you feel like you can, like, how do I put it? Because if you're about to say that you're at a stage where you can go off, like, and be like an independent artist, that means that we're doing something right.
Yeah, it does.
We're not going anywhere unless you say you wanna go, then we'll honor that. But we want to stay.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you start taking on so many projects, you need assistance.
Stroke lightning, create streams, walls move, minds do too.
That is Employer Empower's secret sauce. It honestly is Christina, and I'll tell you why. Christina doesn't see herself different than anybody else. She sees herself as the same as. She is no better, no worse. She has humility, and she's not afraid to talk to anybody. She'll walk up to any single person and have a conversation with them. She's not shy. I wouldn't say she's bold, but she's not shy. She's willing to do the work. You know, she'll take on some of the toughest challenges, and she'll keep working through them. And from a very transparent, you know, honest, open, I'm struggling, I'm frustrated, I'm not sure what to do next kind of place. She is really easy to mentor, and she leans in heavily against this work because she can see the difference that it can make.
San Francisco.
There's got to be a change around here. And this change has got to come from inside here and all around. Like, change begins from within. I'm trying to give back. I'm trying my damn hardest, actually. Fuck yeah, I'm trying my hardest. Sometimes it's difficult, but when you got business partners and friends and people supporting you the way they should be supporting you, it's not making you what you have to do, make you what you want to do. And do something you can do. That's what I'm about, Crab Trapper. So, even if I fail, I tried doing something. I realized, like, I can't do everything, I need help. I need help. And there I came in, thought of my friend Elwood, and he came along, I told him about it, and he thought about it, and he said it's a good idea, I'm in. And so far we've been all in.
Yeah. Up to my armpits.
Yeah, we're getting help from people. We're getting help from organizations, we're getting help from even the people filming this, we're getting help. And they give us the proper help. They're encouraging us, they're building us up. This is what it's about. You build us up, we'll build everybody else up. Or try to. Even just one or two, so what? That's the mission, that's the goal. Yep. And we're done. Cut!
Call my name, knock on my door. You ain't gonna bother me none. I got time for you. Life is tough, life is hard. Do your best and don't give up. I got time for you. It ain't no skin off my back. Let me tell you that I got time for you. You can work your whole life. They print money, but you're born, you're gonna die. Once it's gone in a blink of an eye, you make time for you, where you don't need much. I think that there are
When you feel something, you can express it. When you express it, you can release it. And when you release it, you become stronger and you can heal.
Do you get what this is about? It's a doormat. Yeah. Yeah, you put it at the front of your door and wipe your feet on it. Yeah. And then my pink one is like, you have my heart. And then the one with all the colors of my leftover yarn is called All of Me. So these things are very close to me. Even my diversity has like a young man of color, then it has an Asian person, then it has a native person, a person a little browner, and then it has a white person. So it's all these people, it's all these kids together holding hands. That's how it usually is in the beginning, right? Yeah. So everything's pretty close to me. Yeah. You have my heart.